tonight is very special. I'm so excited. I am here with my girl, Yodi Moses out of North Carolina. How are you, Yodi?
I'm doing amazingly well.
Cheers. And
Cheers.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Mm.
It's a good red.
You'll be welcome. You'll be welcome.
I like it. You'll be welcome.
Tonight we're just gonna have regular conversations.
Okay.
I know based on our earlier discussion, we've been in the business almost a century together.
Amazing.
Oh wait,
Let's see.
almost
Yeah, almost a century, right?
a half.
Half a century.
We're gonna stay with half a century.
Half a century.
We're not gonna rush anything. Yeah, we'll take half together.
Well, yeah, together.
Oh God, it's a long time. But anyway, and I feel like for me, Yodi,
Mhm.
it's been a road. It's been a journey.
Mhm. Good journey.
I've experienced many aspects of the salon, the hairstyling business has of you.
Right.
You know, I know we're on the same team together.
Yes, we are.
And I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Do you find it to be any different than when you started? And if so, what's the difference?
Yeah, there is a difference from the beginning of. Gosh, should I say that number? 1995. I'm gonna give you the exact date. July 5th of 1995.
She remembers the date.
To the T.
Mm.
So that's important because it goes with your question. Have I noticed a difference? And I say yes. I say the passion as day one is still present, and the difference now, I'm more seasoned. I feel more in my element, and the experience I think has groomed me to like put me in a position where I am now.
So you're actually growing like fine wine, huh?
Like a fine wine.
Ah.
It is. It's finer as you get older.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So yes. So I think that is the difference for me is the years have taught me, of course, mistakes you learn. You know, I think that goes with life. You make mistakes, you take the lesson from the mistake, and same thing with our industry because it's always changing, right?
It is constantly changing.
Yeah.
And what I like is that you are one of the few hairstylists that I see out there that has been a part of the game for a long time. And my viewers are actually going to say, no, she has not been here since 1995 because you look like you're 19.
Well, gosh, thank you.
Or younger. But what I'm saying is that, you know, you've been working at it. But what I'm happy for is that you're teaching and you're showing that even though I've been on the game for years, I'm still learning.
Yes.
I'm still training. I'm changing.
Yes.
And the business is changing, and we're sitting here figuring out, okay, so we're not doing this anymore. We're doing that. You know, so we're gonna change with it.
Yes.
I remember the days when it used to be all relaxers.
All relaxers, and how about
and press and curl.
and ammonium thioglycolate, way back.
And yep, and that wave by design curl.
By
Yep.
design, yeah.
Yep, I remember those days. But now, you know, I know a few styles. How was the change for you, first of all?
Well, I saw it coming because of, I'm just going to speak, like as hairstylists, I think we're all visionaries.
Yeah.
And I think we're very instinctive, and we feel like when there's a shift and a change going on as a stylist, I think that's something that a hairstylist is born with. And I feel like when I felt it inside, I said, wait, this is going to be a change going on. And so I started with myself because I transitioned from my relaxers way before it became real big. I started wearing a big afro. Natural.
Oh, I need to see photos of that. You had an afro?
I had a full-blown afro filled with multiple dimensional color and Maxwell style.
Wow.
But bigger. Yeah. Rocking. There. Yeah, actually, you know, right there. Blue. But it was blinds and warm and, you know, autumn colors. It was really nice. But so I saw it coming, and I was like, wow. So I started thinking, how am I going to adapt to this shift? Because people became more into health and their bodies and diet and aware of what they were eating and what they were putting on their hair. They became more product conscious and like, what's in it? Like, what's the pH balance? What do you know about pH balance? Yeah.
I remember, I didn't see, I have a client. So back in the days, my old practice was, I used to, still is, and I think this is a practice that we all should get back to. I used to call and check in on my client. How was your day? How was your service? You know, your appointment is coming up next week. And I remember I called a couple clients because I actually haven't seen them in about three service times.
Yeah.
They miss about 3 appointments.
Yes.
Now they miss 3 appointments. It's actually messing with my bottom line.
They're hello.
So I'm like, okay, let me check in. Something is not right.
Right.
So I remember I check in. They were fine. No one was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, they said, no, we went natural.
Just
Went
like
natural. What are we talking about, Willis? They said, yes, we went natural. And she actually, at that time, didn't know what to do. So she shaved her head.
Wow.
She went, I never forget, she went to the barber shop and shaved her head.
Wow.
And I remember it was just about that time with Design Essential.
Okay.
They were telling us about the change, whatever. And I'm like, no, I wish she didn't change. She said, my sister's about to cut her hair off.
Yeah.
And I said, no, don't have her cut her hair off. Have her come in.
Yeah.
And I could transition her.
Yes.
And thank you, Lord, for that, because that actually helped.
Yes.
Because I was able to keep that client. And now she's actually one of my regular clients. Because people are going, shaving their head. They didn't know about silking it out and pressing it out or rotting it.
Yeah.
You know, and they wanted to look natural. And I said, I could create that. They say, is it going to last? I said, yes.
Okay, wow. Remind me to bookmark that.
Yeah. So those are some of the little things that we were doing. So most people don't know, Yodi, that you're a barber. One of the best that you've seen. You've got to see Yodi Moses with a clipper and a shear. Then, what's your Instagram, first of all?
It's Yodi International. YODI International.
Okay, because I need you to go check Yodi out. She is dope. Color. She's an all-around hairstylist, and she's worked with some of the best, right?
I mean, I have so many people that I look up to and had an honor and privilege to work with those people. And it's just like an honor. I think back like, wow, I work with them. And I just think all of those deposits they gave me, I still use it till today. So it's a good thing. And I think that's what's so important about our industry. We take these things and we pass it back to the next person, and then it's like you look like, wow, you see them flourish and blossom. And that's why I think we're both in education too. But yeah, I love the whole barber game. I love it.
But your statement segued me into the next thing I was going to say.
Okay.
Because what I love about you, I remember when I started Design Essential, you were already there. And I remember you came over to me. I was in the new class.
Yeah.
And you came over. We had training. She came over to me and she was like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm Yodi. And you started, she said, I said, oh, no, we're out here practicing for a test. And you gave me a couple pointers.
Yes.
You gave me, and for me at the time as a new person coming in, it's so refreshing to see someone that is doing it, been doing it, been in the company, is willing to embrace you and say, you know what, this is what I used to do. Let me, you could do this. And I think back then, like now they have it easy, because back then we used to have homework. We used to have to style a mannequin, do this. It's so much easier now.
So
they don't know. People that are coming in now have no idea.
They have no idea.
But we used to style a mannequin. And I remember you said, no, why don't you just roll a set in now, let it dry? Here, we'll try. I said, in a hotel room, and you were giving me little pointers. So I don't remember if I tell you, but thank you for that.
Man, Claudette,
that's
good.
9, it's a while ago.
Okay, that's good.
And I appreciate that, because you don't find people in our business that are older. They're not willing to share with the younger generations. Not because they're on YouTube, but take one in. If they come in and want to learn, teach them. This is the way I did it. I think the ways of us still making business cards and hanging it out. Hi, how are you? My name is Claudette Giles. I am a hairstylist.
Oh my gosh.
It still works.
It's still work, but you know the generation
today they're not doing that. And I used to say, I remember I went to a class, and one of the things each person, you should give out at least 5 business cards per day, right?
Yes. Not no more. What's your Instagram name?
Anymore.
Let me see a QR reader. Let me beam it over.
Do you know I went to I think it was Fashion Week, and a gentleman there wanted me to do a bridal shoot.
Okay.
So he asked me for my bio. So I'm like, I didn't bring it. My folders is in the car though. He said, no, you have an Instagram? And I at the time my Instagram had no pictures.
You had to clean it up.
This was a life lessons, and everything that happened to us, we actually have to take it as a lesson. I didn't have pictures on there. I wasn't posting pictures. I still need some work on that department, and I'm gonna work on it.
I'm under construction there too.
I'm still on the construction, Yodi. I'm not posting as much. And he was like, just send me your Instagram, and I'll contact you there.
What'd you
I
do?
had no clue. I gave him my Instagram,
Okay.
knowing very well he was not going to contact me on my Instagram to do no bridal shoot.
Because you had
But as
nothing there.
God would have it, though, I end up doing the shoot. You know
Oh.
how? Another hairstylist that was doing it requested me to come and assist.
Wow.
And I met the guy, and he said to me, "You got to get your Instagram up. You did this work here today. You got to get your Instagram up."
So that means he went to your page and he didn't see nothing.
He did go on my page.
See,
He didn't
we
see
gotta do
anything.
our social
And
media
then he
posts.
saw
It's
me because he
important.
had, I was going to be the lead hairstylist on the
Yes.
set, right? It was a
Yes.
bridal shoot.
Yeah.
And I remember another young lady brought me on and to help her out.
Mhm.
And he said to me, "You got to get your social media up."
Mhm.
I said, "Sir, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know." He said, "Yeah, it's obvious." And he was so nice and kind to me. But
Oh
it was
my
a
gosh.
lesson for me.
Yeah. So what
If
did you?
nobody told me, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Listen, it's only been probably within the past 5 years that I've kind of like, well, really more or less the past 2 years that I'm starting to do more of this post. The staff are like, they're younger, so everything is digital to them, digital business card, and I'm trying to get better.
She's good.
I'm trying, but they were like, Yodi, post. My focus was on my salon guests.
Yeah.
I'm making them beautiful, make them feel good when they leave out of the salon. And they was like, take a picture. That's great. Go outside. Take the cape. I'm like, I don't have time for that. So I said, okay, let me make a little time. So before I check them out, as I'm uncaping, I said, hey, let's give me 5 minutes and let me take a picture. And now, is it okay we do this? Just to make sure it was respect that person's next time. And I'm telling you, that really made a difference because
I'm
people
gonna
like
try
liking that. Yeah.
I'm going to try because you know what I do?
What do you do?
I take the before and never the after. I should post all my before
Put your
pictures.
befores. Put your befores.
And then I'm going to ask, where are the afters? I have so many befores. I had a young lady came in and she got a big shop actually 2 days ago.
Yes.
And Yodi. Beautiful job. One of my best work, if I must say so myself.
Oh my gosh.
I gave her a big chop and a color.
Mm-hmm.
Before was popping. The after,
no post.
no post. So I'm gonna learn to do that. I kind of, this is gonna sound crazy because I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't like to be on camera.
Okay.
So I wanted to put up my phone so I could take it. I don't want to violate.
Yes.
So it's a lot of reasons why I'm working on myself.
Me too. I'm under construction.
So I'm gonna see if that's okay for them. And my plan for 2020, I'm gonna take more pictures and I'm gonna post more before and the afters.
Okay.
That's my goal for 2000. Yeah. Do you remember this? I don't know if you remember. This podcast was a part of a conversation we had.
Yes, we had a good conversation.
It was a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was about a couple years ago.
About 2.5, 3 years. Maybe.
Yeah. And we were talking about stuff we're going to do to improve after us an annual training, right?
Yes.
And we went and do a show together.
Yes, we
and
did.
You said we should challenge yourself.
And look at this.
This is a challenge.
This is a challenge. I guess it's a great challenge. It didn't happen then, but I think everything is time because right now, I think you have more time.
So you're up though, Yodi. You gotta do it.
So it's my turn. So I'm
you gotta get out of the comfort zone. So I did mine. So now tag, you're it.
I'm gonna take that torch and run with
it
because I think it's important because I sit and I look. I go on. You ever wake up at night and you go on social media sites, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You tap on some of these sites and these YouTubes and you listen to the information that they're saying. It's like that's not right. So we have to have a voice where we give it and articulating the correct information and directing them correctly and with a professional experience behind what we're saying because I think so much bad information is out there that people are just really like going to the left. We're trying this. We're going over here. We're going to try that. But no, I think there's a need to hear from the professional side.
Right.
And it'll.
When I started Salon Talk, right, I wanted to do it, just hair. We're just going to speak about hair.
Yes.
And then one day we were in the salon and I realized Salon Talk is not really about hairstyles.
It's really not.
So I already had the name. Mm-hmm. So I believe in being true to what the thing is.
Yeah.
The name, I said Salon Talk, but Salon Talk is not really about the salon.
So it's really not about the salon.
It's really about everything, conversation that happens in the salon. Sometimes it's about marriage counseling.
Oh my.
It's
How many
about
hats?
finances.
Mhm.
It's about daddy's issues with
Mhm.
kids. It's about mentorship. It's about issues hairstylists are having
Yes.
with customers. It's about issues customers are
Yeah.
having with other
Yeah.
hairstylists. So I wanted to make it a more
Mhm.
true to salon conversation.
And I like that because I think there's one more thing I hear you mentioning is the whole part of we service so many people. The avenues of networking, the doctors, the accountants, the financial advisors, the bloggers that are, or the professionals that's into the media utilize our resources.
What has been the biggest change, positive and negative, in our industry? So, because you
Mm-hmm.
at this point, we could talk about it.
Yes, we can talk about it.
Positive and negative. What are some of the biggest change you've seen?
Well, the negative changes, and I think that's flowing to what I'm passionate for our future generation of
Right.
professionals. So the negative side is everything is fast. They
Mm-hmm.
want it fast, and that's great. Fast is not bad, but fast they're becoming impatient and growing their clientele. They don't realize you have to put the work in. You got to put the time in. You have to do the footwork. Like go out and if you don't have a client, create an avenue to establish new clientele. They want it right here. It should be given right now in a New York minute.
They're not willing to put the work in.
Yeah, you got to put the work in. You got to
Okay.
put the work in. The positive, wow, throughout the years is that what I love. Like stable. I like to know where I'm going every day,
Mm-hmm.
what's on my book. But what I love about our industry is that it's forever changing, so constantly evolving. I love that because it's a challenge to me to like make sure I stay on top of things in
Yeah.
the industry, stay on top of what's happening around us. Because I think all the entities like the fashion scene, the makeup, the cosmetics, the beauty industry, the products, all of that work hand in hand. And I think that that's a positive for me is that it's always evolving and keeping an open mind to challenge myself to like embrace that change because a lot of people get stuck and they don't want to change.
Today we had the opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
both of us, we work with some new
Mm,
up and coming educators.
yeah.
And I'm listening to the conversation and the things.
Mm-hmm.
And when we had conversation with them, one of the things that I realized is
Mm-hmm.
that half the kids or the people that you do see in beauty school, they're there not for the reason we went,
Right, it's
but
different.
because they're like, oh, I need this license, I got to get famous with this license,
Yes.
or I need this license, I got to do this. But
I had to
I'm
get this quick money.
even with that, I'm still proud that they're willing to go and get the paper,
Right.
get certified,
Mm-hmm.
because what I see a lot in this business over
Mm-hmm.
20 something years is that people are not being certified.
And that's a shame. That's an insult to our
And
business.
your regular clients just come into you and they're like, oh, I could do hair. I saw this on YouTube, and I saw this on YouTube.
See?
And we as stylists, we're not taking. And I think this is one thing too, why I'm doing the podcast, because we could drop little nuggets here and there
Right.
as professional. But when a person that's not a hairstylist, you
Mm-hmm.
go on YouTube and now you're a professional.
Right. And they have more credibility than you, the
And their
professional with the license.
credibility, yeah,
That's a big
is
question.
way more than our credibility.
Mm-hmm.
So a client is gonna come, no, but that's not how they said it was supposed to be done on YouTube.
Right.
Now, did you know the curl pattern they put that product in on YouTube?
Right.
Did you know the texture of the hair?
Right.
Did you realize what the porosity of the hair was at the
Right.
time? Was it color treated or not?
Right.
So these are things that we're gonna ask.
Right.
But these are things that the YouTubers are not telling them. Oh, this person had a healthy head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
This person had great porosity.
Mm-hmm.
So we're asking the real questions
The real
when they come in,
questions.
and they're not liking that. I
Right.
find
Right.
they're like, no, but on YouTube it worked for this person, and we had the same curl pattern and the same texture. Okay, so did you touch it?
Right. Did you feel it? Did you actually do the elasticity test to see? Like it's awful. Like,
It is awkward, I think, for me sometimes. But what I do know, because I like to learn from every experience that I'm having. One of the things that I learned is that my voice as a professional still matters. Don't change being a professional because I want to make some money, so I'm going to listen to, okay, then come on, I'll do it the way YouTubers said.
Right.
Integrity for me is everything.
Yes.
And I'm not going to do something to a client that I know is going to damage their hair.
Yeah.
That's not integrity.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay me a little extra. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, because it's you have to stay true to the profession. And I feel very proud of my going to school and continuing education, because that's who I am. That's who we are. And if we fall for that, that means we're throwing our credibility out of the door. Because at the end of the day, when something goes to the left, and if we go to the left with that bad thing,
nope.
Where do you go to? How do you fix that? How do you fix that?
Once your credibility, I think, is gone, you're totally gone as a hairstylist or as a professional.
Yeah.
Because what I do believe is that you should always do what you say you're going to do in life, period. Like, be true to you. Be true to your brand. Yeah. Be true to, just who you are and what you say you're going to do, even with your clients. One thing I do learn and I love in the new world is that now it's more, even with the social media, it's not bad. It could be used as a positive.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm learning to embrace it.
Okay.
20-something years, yes, I'm learning to embrace it. But I'm learning to embrace it on a positive.
On a positive.
And thank you for helping me with that, Yodi, running around our prep with, I'm thinking, I said, Claudette, did you post that?
Yeah, oh my goodness.
New York, did you post that?
Right.
Yeah, Moses, I post that. So thank you. Thank you for,
that little push
in that
direction.
And sometimes each people need that.
Yeah, because we're so into our work that really we have to remember that's a part of that change in the society that we live in is social media. And actually, I'm trying to you ask things about history. Like I remember when there was a yellow page, there was a telephone book. Now there is not. It is Instagram. We're gonna find you on Instagram, or we're gonna find you on Facebook. Yeah.
Did you see? I saw something on TV the other day. There was a young lady, and they gave her a phone. It's the phone that you dial.
Oh yeah, the dial, the rotary.
And a phone book. Well, I must be honest. I don't think I could use a yellow page myself. I don't think I would remember how to use it. To be honest.
ABC.
Oh, index, right? Yeah. See, it's gonna come.
I remember it.
But she did not know. She was dialing the number on the phone correctly.
Yeah.
But the phone was still hung up. She didn't pick it up.
You could have picked the receiver up.
She didn't pick the receiver up. She was just like, I know how to do it.
Just dialing.
Yeah, so for me, that was funny. And I like to see the change. Some people resist it, but I think sometimes it's good to embrace change.
Yeah.
And in embracing change, it doesn't mean you're going to fall into the trap that are not good.
Right.
YouTube, there are some people that are great on YouTube.
Yeah, they're great.
Some of the information is good. So not because I'll be saying I'm not, don't come in here with your YouTube stylist business.
Right.
It doesn't mean that all information is bad. It just means check your source.
Right. Check your sources.
Before you bring your source to me, can you please check your source?
Right.
Because we're going to deal with curl pattern, porosity, healthcare. I do a consultation. Yeah, and during that consultation, my consultation might not be as formal as you think, but I'm doing one.
Right. It's informal.
So what are you doing today? Oh, you go to the gym?
Okay.
That hairstyle might not work for you because da-da-da-da. So these are, so there are different ways of doing those stuff that I believe in still doing. So I believe in a new age, Yodi. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Right.
We're stepping into it scared. But we'll be fine. We'll be doing some changes.
Yes.
And we'll tell YouTube about our next coming. So what's new for Miss Moses? What's next, Moses?
What's next for me? 2020. I have a couple of things up my sleeve. I want to push and go forward in the industry because you share the same passion about sharing. My hashtag I use all the time is sharing is caring, and I feel like that goes along with what's happened in 2020. Sharing is caring, and that
just remember that. Don't give
sharing,
them. Don't say it. Yeah.
Just remember, sharing is truly caring, and Yodi loves hair.
Yep. To be continued.
To be continued.
To be continued. Thank you. It was such a pleasure to have you on EOB.
You're supposed to drink when you cheer.
Sorry.
That means you're in agreement. Yeah. That's what the Italian said.
Since I miss, I'll drink again. to make sure we have good luck.
Yes.
But Moses, we have work tomorrow, so
Yes,
thank
we
you.
do. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, and feel free to stop by at any time.
Absolutely. And this is going to be this. I want to say this. This is really encouraging me to really go. And I remember our conversation. I see you doing it, so I'm encouraged to go. So stay tuned. I'm going to do it.
So we are holding each other accountable.
Accountability partners.
We're not understanding as a people.
Mm-hmm.
Get a buddy and hold each other accountable.
Yes. Be fearless
For positive
females.
stuff. We hold each fearless females.
Fearless females.
You remember our fearless
retreat?
Thanks, Nikita Ross.
Nikita Ross.
That was amazing. That actually changed my life. This year I'm gonna miss it though, because it's my 10-year
I'll take
anniversary.
notes for us. You know we're partners.
You are going.
I'm going to go because I have girls in the salon. They saw the post.
Yes.
And the clients actually. Yeah.
I would love to be a part of it, but it's my 10-year anniversary. It's right around that time.
Yes.
So I have some stuff up my sleeve.
Yes.
That I gotta give back to the people that's been around for 10 years. So I'm gonna do a
That's
huge.
beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big number. 10 is good. That is good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do something. So I won't be able to make it this year, but
you'll be there by when?
I'll be there the next year,
okay.
And I need to be on. Who is there? Can you send me something? So what happened today, Yodi? I need all the information.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
And give Keita a hug for me and tell her I'm grateful.
Absolutely.
All right.
As always.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
My pleasure.
See how easy and simple that was?
Just like that.
I
can make my own podcast. I could do this. Huh. But I think the thing is, as professionals, sitting in front of that camera and talking to that camera.
But this is why the camera is not in front of us, Yodi. This is why the camera, I don't even see it. I'm looking at you over here.
So I'm going to have to set it up that way so I'm keeping my camera. Okay.
But the key is, though, just to do it and start it.
Just to do it. I'm going to start it. I know how I'm going to start mine out. I'm going to start it because, I like to be silly. Because life is serious all the time. I like to be silly. That's my outlet. I'm going to start with a funny podcast of just being silly.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Because I got with a deep one, some of mine. I'm crying. I don't know what's wrong with me and this crying. I got to get over 2020. I'm going to get over this crying. 2020 is a year of no crying. No tears for 2020.
Mary J. No tears.
But it's been fun doing it. I'm learning.
And you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it. I mean, no apologies. I'm just having fun. I have my list.
And that's the mindset.
Sometimes I listen to it. I don't want to hear myself. I hear somebody listening to it, and
you want to hear your voice.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Oh wait, and hit the bell. There you go. Did I get it?
You did it.
like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget that little bell.
Hit the bell.
Thank you. Did that work?
You did it. My girl.
So we have some deep conversation coming up, but I can't dive into our conversation yet.
Okay, not yet.
Because if I dive into our conversation, it's going to touch on your other little things that you don't even know you're about to do that you're doing.
Yeah.
So
we
got to wait. So we have to, most of my podcast is a part 2, so this is a family. You're going to come back.
Absolutely. It's going to be a trend. Actually, I think it's going to be a really good thing.
She's not from North Carolina. Are you a New Yorker?
I grew up in North Carolina. My family, so I claim North Carolina. My deep roots was there, but hey.
She's from here.
Concrete jungle. Dreams.
That's right. So
yes. Treats.
Anyway, girl, let's go finish our prep.
Yes.
We got work to do.
We have work to do. Sharon is caring.
And tomorrow is a big show. So
yes, it is. It's going to be so successful.
Good night, guys. See you all. Don't forget again, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell.
Ding.
Ta-ta.
Cheers.